Ooh, it's your boy Wavy. Stay Wavy TV back at y'all with another one. Let's get it, man. I got some bad news for my boxing fans out there, man. So I just got done watching an interview with Eddie Hearn on Fight Hype. Shout out to Fight Hype. And, you know, they were asking him about Canelo because everybody pretty much was saying that Canelo versus Terence Crawford was a done deal, right? Everybody said the fight was going to happen. The fight's already signed off, just hasn't been announced yet. And Eddie Hearn shot that down, man. Eddie Hearn basically said that's cap. Eddie Hearn basically said that from what, Canelo told him, because we all know Eddie Hearn does business with Turkey Al-Sheikh. Shout out to Big Turk, you know what I'm saying, who's trying everything in his power to save boxing. But unfortunately, man, at the end of the day, bro, if these guys don't want to fight each other, it don't matter how much money you offer them, bro. If a dude is scared of somebody, if a dude doesn't want to lose to somebody, bruh, it's just not going to happen. You understand what I'm saying? Especially a fighter that's accomplished like Canelo, man. Like, we got to give Canelo credit when it's due. You know, his resume is good, bro. It may not be the best, but it's good. You know, he went up to 175 to fight Kovalev. He fought Triple G 3 times, even though I believe Triple G won the first fight, Still was a close fight. You understand what I'm saying? Many people thought Triple G was going to knock Canelo out. Didn't happen, right? We all know Canelo ended up testing positive for steroids, but that's neither here nor there, right? Canelo fought Floyd. He fought Dimitri Bivol, right? Canelo does have 2 losses on his record against Floyd and Bivol, right? But at the end of the day, man, a guy like Canelo who's already made millions of dollars, the guy's probably made like, $500 million off of the sport of boxing already, right? At the end of the day, bruh, he's going to fight who he wants to fight, right? We know he doesn't want to fight David Benavidez. He views it as too high risk, right? And he keeps telling people that, if he's paid a certain amount, he will take it. I don't think there's any money you could pay Canelo to fight David Benavidez. I just feel like he just doesn't want to fight him, right? Now, back to what I'm saying, right? So, Eddie Hearn basically said that from what Canelo told him, he feels like Canelo has no interest in taking a fight with Terence Crawford. Because when he beats Terence Crawford, which I believe Canelo would beat Terence, I believe Canelo would knock out Terence Crawford, right? You got a guy who's going from 140 all the way up to 168, right? We all seen how Terence looked against Majumov, who only had 10 or 11 professional fights, right? He had some problems in that fight. He was getting touched up in that fight, right? Whether you think Crawford won or not, I think Majumov won the fight, but whether you think he won or not, right? He had problems in that fight, right? He was getting touched up. One of his eyes was almost closed up. Majumov did a hell of a job, right? So if he had problems with him, a guy who only has 11 professional fights, right? What do you guys think would happen if he moved up to a higher weight class and fought Saul Canelo Alvarez, who has one of the best chins in the history of boxing? Right? Canelo done went up to 175 and knocked dudes out. You feel me? So these guys think Crawford finna go up to 168 and just outbox Canelo. You know what I'm saying? But from what Eddie Hearn said in this interview, right? He says Canelo has no interest in this fight because he's not going to get credit for it if he wins. Now, that's cap. Let me explain why that's cap. It's cap because Canelo had no problems when Baby Charlo, who was at 154 pounds, moved up to 168 to fight Canelo Alvarez, right? And we all seen how that played out. Canelo just dominated him, right? Charlo was just in the ring just trying to survive. He was trying not to get dropped, and he was trying to survive, right? So, Canelo, why is it that you're okay with Baby Charlo moving up to 168, but you're not cool with Terence Crawford moving up to 168? Guys, I hate to say this, and like I just said a couple minutes ago, right? If these guys were to fight, my money would be on Canelo to win by KO. But the fact that Canelo is saying this again about this, he's not going to get credit, that's fair to me, bro. That makes me think Canelo is scared of Terence Crawford. It really does, bro. And I'm starting to feel like a lot of dudes, when they think of Terence Crawford, the first thing they think of is how he just obliterated Errol the True Spence Jr., right? Like, we all thought that was going to be a close fight, right? Whether you think Terence is going to win or not, we all thought that was going to be a very close fight. And Terence Crawford just made it look like easy work, bruh. Terence Crawford was in there looking like the Terminator, right? He dropped Spence with a jab. You feel me? Like Terence Crawford just dominated Errol Spence, bruh. And I think in the back of Canelo's head, when I'm hearing this, right, it just makes me think that Canelo might be scared of losing to this guy. Because after Terence fought Majumov, Canelo came out publicly in an interview and said, you know, he would fight that version of Crawford. He said he liked that fight because Crawford wasn't moving around that much. He said Crawford had problems at that new weight, right? He said that Crawford was feeling that power in that new weight. And he said that, you know, he liked that Crawford wasn't moving around that much. And it made Canelo interested in fighting Terence Crawford. So Canelo, what happened to that, bro? What happened? What happened to Terence wasn't moving around that much? What happened to, you know, he was having problems at that weight class? If he was having problems at 154, then he's going to have a whole lot more problems at 168 fighting you, bro. Right? Like, this is your weight class, Canelo. You the best fighter at 160. Now that David Benavidez is at 175, you are hands down the best boxer at 168, right? Your resume is tremendous, right? You're still dropping dudes. You dropped Jaime Munguia, beat his ass. You dropped Edgar Berlanga, beat his ass, right? You had Baby Charlo move up from 154, just like Terence wants to do with you. You beat Baby Charlo's ass. Why don't you want to fight Terence? It's going to be a huge payday. Bruh, this is probably the highest payday Canelo could get before he retires is against Terence Bud Crawford, right? Like, Terence Bud Crawford and Canelo, it'll do better than Canelo and David Benavidez because Terence Crawford is a bigger name than David Benavidez, right? Terence Crawford is more accomplished. He's two-time undisputed in two different weight classes, 140 and 147, right? Like, Canelo is, I mean, Terence Crawford is top 3 pound for pound. Most people think he's number 1 pound for pound. Some people might have Usyk number 1, right? Maybe Inoue number 2, right? And then number 3, you got to say Terence. So Terence is top 3 pound for pound, best fighter in the world. Canelo, why don't you want to fight Terence Bud Crawford? Eddie Hearn is pretty much confirming that Canelo is going to duck Terence Crawford and fight William Scull. I don't even know who the fuck William Scull is. Call me a casual. I've never heard of William Scull, ever. Never seen him fight. I don't even know what William Scull looks like. Who is William Scull? If I'm a casual, I'm a casual. I don't care. Nobody wants to see that, bro. Please don't tell me Canelo's next fight is against William Scull, bro. Please, bro. Please don't tell me that, bro. Canelo, please don't do this, gang. Don't do this to me, gang. Like, Canelo, really, like, who else you gonna fight but Bud? You don't want to fight David. David is about to fight David Morrell, right? You can't fight Dimitri Bivol again because he's about to have a rematch with Better Beef. Canelo, who else are you gonna fight, gang? Who else you gonna fight? Who else are you gonna fight, bruh? Come on, Canelo, man. Don't do this, man. Canelo, if you don't fight Terence next, bruh, even though I got you winning that fight by K, I'm gonna just have to go ahead and say it, bruh. You're scared of Terence, bruh. You are scared of Terence Bud Crawford, bruh. If this fight ain't next, Canelo, you are just telling the world you are afraid that Terence Bud Crawford would beat you, bruh. That's how I feel. Let me know what y'all think, man. Leave a comment, subscribe, thumbs up. I'm pissed off right now, man, because this is the problem with boxing, bro. You got Turkey Al-Sheikh. Shout out to Big Turk. He's doing everything in his power to save boxing, bruh. He gave us 2 fights with Fury and Usyk. You know what I'm saying? He gave us he gave us Arthur Beterbiev and Bivol. You know what I'm saying? And he's trying to do everything to give us the fights that we want to see, bruh. But at the end of the day, if the boxers don't want to fight a certain fighter, it don't matter how much money Turkey Al-Sheikh offers them, bruh. If they scared and they don't want to lose, they gonna duck him, man. Let me know what y'all think. It's your boy Wavy. I'm out. Let's get it.